Hello, everybody. Today I'm talking about Sankranti. Sankranti is when sun changes signs. This is an important festival event every month, which is used for meditation, for prayer ceremonies, and is very key to understand what the Sankrantis are and how to deal with them. And overall, it leads to a happy, healthy, more integrated personality. Hello, everybody. This is Komilla Sutton, and I'm talking about Sankranti today. And as you know, that I am taking a trip to India in 2020 and holding a conference there as well. So I'm going to add a link so that you can listen about the India trip and conference in 2020. It's being held in Tirupati, and the trip itself will be in and around Tirupati, including the Sri Venkateshwara temple and going to Chennai as well. So you can check up the link and see the information about that. And so going back to Sankranti, Sankranti is the transit of the sun from one sign to the other. So this takes place once a month. And these Sankrantis are always major events at temples. People will do puja, prayer, and this is not a day to plan any important event. Now, in Vedic astrology, the changeover of the sun is a different day from Western astrology. So many of you may be Western astrologers and not know the Sankrantis of Vedic astrology. So usually around 15th, 16th of the month. So every month, they can be sometimes 14th also, and in February, it's around the 12th of the month. So usually the Sankranti is celebrated in the sense of more of an inner celebration for you, is to understand that this is when the sun is changing. Sun is the natural indicator for the soul. It is an indicator of change of season as well, because every month the sun is giving a different quality of the sun to you. And whether you're northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere, this transition is very important. So Sankranti is usually one day when the sun changes signs. And in my videos, I'm always talking about the Sankranti. So you know the dates of the Sankranti. So the main advantage of honoring the Sankranti is for you is that you're balancing your energies. During the Sankranti time, you're meditating, you're thinking about the month that has passed, where you want to go next month, and just allowing the energies to flow. It's not necessary that it is like a business decision that you're making, but it is more about rebalancing yourself, because one month has passed. The sun, who is the living God, really, is moving signs. There's some transition taking place. So this is a very important day. And this is why in my monthly report, I always talk about the Sankranti. And I talk about what day it is. Every year, there can be slight change in the Sankranti. And normally, it is a period just before the transition and just after. People don't do any important events on that day. You can do a normal day-to-day stuff, but you're not doing important events, moving house, starting a new business, getting married. All those things are not planned around Sankranti. And then a lot of festivals also, they're connected to Sankranti. And so we start the new year with Makar Sankranti. So that means when sun goes into Capricorn. This is also an indication that the sun is starting its northerly course, Dakshinayana. So it is a very important Sankranti. There are many festivals that are celebrated. It's like saying goodbye to the new old year, hello to the new year. we have Lohri in North India. There is Makar Sankranti, Pongal in South India. It's a big celebration of the sun moving towards its northerly coast and a number of other things. So that is, I would say, a very important Sankranti. And then that is usually around 14th of January. And then we come to the February Sankranti, that is around 12th of January, when sun moves from Capricorn to Aquarius, usually around 12th, 13th of that day. So it's just a normal Sankranti. You can do the prayers and festival. Then we have the Sankranti in March, and that is when sun goes from and that is around 15th of March. It is moving from Aquarius to Pisces in Vedic astrology. And this is also the Sankranti that is closest to the spring equinox. And so it is quite an important Sankranti. And the new moon after the spring equinox and after this Sankranti is very important, because that is the Chaitra Shukla Pradipada. So important Sankranti. Then we have the April Sankranti, 14th of April, usually, sometimes can be 13th, but 14th April. And this is when sun goes into Aries, and it is also Gandanta, because Pisces to Aries, that is the Gandanta transit. And very important Sankranti, that is celebration as Vishu. It is also the Tamil New Year celebration. It is in North India, Bisakhi. And so these, you see, the festivals meant that you are celebrating the festival, but not creating a new event around that time, like a material event, I'm saying. Spiritual things are always very good to do. So remember, this is the Sankranti around Tamil New Year is Gandanta. But it is means that you are starting a new sun is going into Aries. It's also getting exalted there. And then we get the Aries Taurus Sankranti, which is around 15th of the month. And it's like a normal Sankranti. Then Gemini Sankranti, which is around, so Taurus to Gemini, again, 15th of June is the Gemini Sankranti. Gemini to Cancer Sankranti. This is an important one, because this is the start of Dakshinayana. So the sun is changing signs. This is the Sankranti around 16th of July, which is the first Sankranti after summer solstice. And this is regarded as the time when the sun begins a southerly course, moving away from Earth. And it is a very important Sankranti. It is also the start of the month of Shravana, which is a major month for worship of Shiva. And many festivals during this time that celebrate the beginning of the Dakshinayana. And they're all spiritual festivals. Then we come to Leo Sankranti, Cancer to Leo. This is again a Gandanta Sankranti. So to be conscious of it, this is around 16th of August. And then the September Sankranti, that is the Sankranti just before fall equinox, the equal days and nights. So that is between Leo to Virgo. And that is around 16th, sometimes even 17th of September. And then we go to the October Sankranti, that is around 17th of October. And that is when sun goes into Libra. So this Sankranti, although there is no special celebration around that time, but it is about Sun going into Libra. So it is an important time to think about what you're going to do in the month later. Now, there are a lot of festivals when Sun goes into Libra. There's Diwali and other festivals. So they're all about bringing light into this darkness. And usually the Sun is going away from Earth during that Sankranti. Then the Scorpio, Libra to Scorpio Sankranti is celebrated quite importantly because Sun is getting out of debilitation, and there are certain festivals that take place around that Sankranti as well. And then we get to the final Sankranti of the year, which is December Sankranti. Again, we have debilitation. Then we come to the December Sankranti, and we have Gandanta transit. So Sun is going through Scorpio to Sagittarius Gandanta. This is the most difficult Gandanta of the three Gandantas. I'll put a link about the Gandanta planets as well. And so this is the most difficult Gandanta that we have to deal with. And therefore, this is something to be thought about. And this is also accompanying the shortest day of the year, 21st of December. And this is the last Sankranti. Then we go into the new year.